It was perfect. Perfect.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever.
Yo, what up? How you guys doing? Today we're gonna be reacting to real-time desk exercises and stretches by Ask Dr. Joe. Yeah, she's gonna be teaching us how to exercise or do some stretches at work. Like, subscribe, and join me. Let's do some stretches, man. Come on. Okay, let's watch the video.
Hello? Yeah. Oh, yeah. My DPS report is coming. I just gotta do my stretches first. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
let's
everybody,
do
it's
it.
Dr. Joe, and today I'm gonna show you
Hi,
some
Dr.
stretches and
Joe.
exercises you can do at your desk if you're at work and you don't really have a lot of opportunity to get up and move around. So let's get started.
I'm so ready.
Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert.
I am so ready.
So I've got my timer with me so you can follow along. The first thing that I would do if I was sitting for a long time is doing some sit to stand just to get everything moving to start off with. So I'm just gonna start off with 5. Spread your feet out just a little bit. Come up. 1,
Okay.
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4.
5. So that's got everything moving a little bit, the pressure off my bottom. And then now I'm just gonna do a little rotational stretch. I'm just gonna hold these for about 5 seconds on each side. So if you've got your chair here, just kind of grab onto it and rotate one way and just hold that for about 5 seconds. And then rotate back the other way, holding that for about 5 seconds. And we're gonna do 3 on each side. So again, just about 5 seconds, just getting that rotation in there, kind of stretching that spine just a little bit. Stretching that way. You might feel a little pop in there. That's okay as long as it's not a painful
Yeah, I do
pop.
feel it.
That's fine. Sometimes those bones need to realign a little bit, and then sometimes it feels good. It takes a little pressure off of everything.
Okay.
So just a nice stretch in there, and then one more on the other side.
One more? Okay.
And then the next one, if you're doing a lot of typing and moving your hands around, you want to probably stretch out the forearms a little bit. So just same thing, it's going to be just about a 5-second hold. You can either just go down, or I'm going to give a little bit of pressure, just a kind of a 5-second again, holding that. And then changing sides. You can curl your fingers in, that'll make it a little bit tighter, or you can keep them straight depending on how tight those forearm muscles are. So this is a little bit less of a stretch, that's a little bit more of a stretch.
But why
And
does
then we're
it
just
hurt?
gonna do 3 on each side, kind of getting everything stretched and loosened up.
Okay.
Luckily, I don't have to sit a whole lot throughout the day, but I do have to do a lot of documentation writing on computers, so I know how the wrists feel when you're doing all that typing and stuff. So taking the time to stretch everything out is usually really, really nice.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And then going back the other way. So it's the opposite with this. If your fingers are up, that stretches a little bit more, versus if you make a fist, that doesn't stretch quite as much. So depending on how tight you are, this is stretching the bottom part a little bit. And again, just about 5 seconds. It doesn't have to be super long, but just enough to kind of get everything loosened up in there a little bit. If you happen to be in a cubicle or have a wall next to you, you can put both hands against the wall and use that as the pressure as well, and then just hold those stretches and go along with me if you want.
Oh, okay.
And then last stretch over here.
I hope you guys are doing it.
Yeah, shake those out a little bit. Now we're gonna. It's just gonna be a little bit of a march. So we're gonna do 10 on each side. You can usually just do one and then the other, alternating back and forth. Some people like to do them all on one side. I'm gonna alternate. I like alternating. So just bringing it up. If you're at a desk, you might have a height where you might end up hitting your desk. So roll out just a little bit, or just go up to the top. Try not to bang your knees into the desk. I'd say roll out just a little bit if you can.
True. Oh.
Doesn't have to be super high. Again, this is really just kind of getting everything moving. You've probably been sitting for a while concentrating, and you're just trying to get it loosened up and getting it going. So just kind of alternating back and forth. We'll do one more on each side. And so that was for the hips. Let's go down to the knees a little bit. Same thing. Hopefully you have enough room underneath your desk, but if you don't, you can roll your chair back a little bit. And then this time, just kick straight out with a little pull up of your toes to help kind of lock everything out. So getting that kind of stretch on the end there. You'll feel that in your quads, getting that blood flowing and pumping, taking that little break. Because studies do show that if you take breaks, you're actually more productive. You can tell your boss that. Stretching and kicking. And I can feel my quad muscles kind of getting a nice little burn in there. So you don't
I
have
know
to
this
do a
looks
lot.
sus,
You don't
but
have to have ankle
trust
weights.
me, I'm doing it.
You
I'm doing
might
it.
have some with you at work. Some people do, and then you can just throw those on.
Don't take this out of context.
And then for the last one, I'm just gonna have you stretch your piriformis muscles, that glute area, because a lot of times if you're sitting, that can be pretty painful. So I'm gonna come back to the timer here. Just cross your leg over where your ankle is just above the opposite knee, where you're almost making a figure 4. And then you're going to bring your upper body down towards your legs. So just coming this way. Try and keep your back fairly straight if you can. Some people can come down further than this. You should feel that stretch right kind of on that bottom area right there. Some people might be really tight and your leg might be up like this a little bit while you're stretching. That's okay. If you can, push on it a little bit, but this should be a good comfortable stretch. It shouldn't be painful. So if it's a little painful, come back off of it a little bit. If you have any piriformis issues or sciatic issues that might give you a little bit of numbness and tingling down your leg, that's okay as long as it kind of goes away. As soon as you release it, then you're stretching out those muscles to helpfully get that to go away.
Okay.
So then stretching again, just holding it there. The good thing about this one is if you really are in a hurry and you need to do some more work, you can actually still kind of type while you're doing this. But make sure you're not hunched over while you're doing it. Still try and keep some good proper technique, but you are able to do some other stuff while you're doing this. So that's good. And again, you can just kind of set your elbow on your knee to get that little bit of an extra stretch in there, but don't feel like you have to. This should be whatever is comfortable for you. I'm lucky enough to be a little more flexible because I work on it, but if not, that's okay. You just go at your own pace. I'm going to do one more on that side. Make sure you're bringing that foot down each time to kind of reset all those muscles. And if the boss comes by, you just imagine that you're thinking, yes, I'm working on those TCAS reports. And then while you're pushing down and giving that extra stretch in there. These are good to do anywhere too. You don't necessarily just have to do them at a desk. If you're at a desk job, you can do it, throughout the day, anywhere. Even if you do walk a lot, you want to stretch all these out and exercise them a little bit to keep that blood flowing. So now we're gonna switch to the other side. So bringing that one up. This one's a little bit tighter for me since I've had surgery on my hip in the past, but still same thing, pushing down with your elbow a little bit and bringing your body forward. Some people like to try and go down to the ground, but I like keeping the back straight. I feel like that gives you a little bit more of a stretch, and if you don't have a lot of room at your desk, you don't want to hit your head on the top of your desk. So just nice stretch. Feel that, you'll feel that, again, kind of in the bottom area. And relax it, kind of reset it, shake it out if you need to, and then start again. Then it gets all quiet. You can think about other things besides work for a little bit, like what you're going to have for dinner or what you're going to have for a snack after you finish your stretches and exercises. Take a nice deep
guys,
breath
please subscribe.
and let all that stress out, nice and relaxed. Good. We're going to go back into it.
Okay.
And nice and stretched out. And you can pick the dog hair off of your socks if you need to, if you see that in there. Or we call them the little goodbyes. They're leaving us little goodbyes throughout the day, so we don't forget about them. And this, glitter. Dog hair is my glitter. It's very nice. Big stretch. Last stretch here. Okay. And then the last thing that I would have you do is just to make sure that if you're sitting for a long time, you want to keep the calves moving too. You don't want to have any issues of DVTs or anything. So a really simple thing to do is then just take your feet and go up and then come back. So just 10 of those up and back to make sure that that calf is working as a natural pump to keep the blood flowing. And just do about 10, but back and forth, just to make sure everything in your body is kind of working and stretching out. And again, this is something that you can do throughout the day. You don't necessarily have to stop to do it because you can still do your work.
Easy and simple.
Those ankles, which is nice.
Come on, guys, let's
So there
do
you
it.
have it. Those were some stretches and exercises that you can do at work.
Done.
And this was real time. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you'd like to check out some other videos, go to AskDrJoe.com. And remember, be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.
So easy and simple. There you go. Just a couple of workouts and stretches to do at work. If you're feeling stuff, just do it. Here you go. There's your like. Thank you, Ask Dr. Joe. Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment down below what else should I react to. Thanks. Bye.